My name is Reveiz, and my life has been changed. Probably about my last 2 years of high school, my first 2 years of college. I tried to, again, satisfy what my worldly flesh wanted, what my friends wanted, and to me, I was defined by what my friends thought. If I could drink the most, then, again, I was a pretty cool guy. If I had a good football game, whether it was on Friday or Saturday nights, I was an awesome guy. What my friends said about me was true, and again, and I found a time to where, quite honestly, I just wasn't listening to God's truths and what He had for me. And in that time, it was just so empty because I was living for these worldly things that really would never bring me fulfillment. And I would look to my friends for really, who am I? What am I doing? And so I'd look for things that were so perishable and things of the world. And I found, my joy in football, found my joy in partying, whatever that was. And I found out that, there were some times where I was having fun, but there was also a whole lot of times where I was feeling really low and really just empty. And really what started that process was just, my brother had heart surgery in 2008, and he really showed me that, what, football can be taken away from me. This happiness that my whole life, my whole family has played football, and we all did. Where we found our happiness, quite honestly, it could be taken away at the age of 18. And my brother's fine now, but it made me realize that, what, nothing on this earth is guaranteed for eternity. And the only thing that is guaranteed for eternity is Jesus Christ. Spring of 2009, God really started blessing me in the area of football. I was named the captain of the football team, starting middle linebacker. All these great things were happening. And, I started to see, I'm a logical person. I think that, I was thinking at this time that, my quiet time's going well. I'm hosting this Bible study for my football team, going to church every Sunday. Of course, God should be blessing me, everything's going great. That's the formula that God puts in our lives. If we're doing well, then He's going to bless us. That's what I was thinking at that time. But I started playing my junior season, played the first 3 games, played all right. Had some good things happen in the 4th game. In an instant, I tore my ACL, my meniscus. My season's done. My football career is threatened. Depending on how big the injury is when they get in surgery, you don't know if you'll ever play again. So I was sitting there on the sidelines. We were playing Ohio. It was at the end of September in 2009. And I was just kind of looking up at the stadium and seeing that, I got hurt. And to me, it was such a huge thing. But the game was still going on. The crowd was still cheering. There's probably an instance of, or a little moment of, people were sad, but it moved on, and I realized that, the only fulfillment I can find my life in is in Jesus Christ. It can't be in football, because at any instant it can be taken away. And it also made me realize Romans 8:28. It really came alive in my life because I realized that all things work together for my good, because I love Jesus Christ and I'm called according to His purpose. So therefore He used that instance, and I started to quickly realize that the phrase I like to use is that it's not about me. And in that instance, it was not about me. And I saw from that injury a lot of great things happen, because the Tuesday following my injury, I got to go in front of the media, and for 20 minutes, basically I got to talk about my faith. I got to talk about really what mattered in my life, not just about football. So I truly am convinced that God got the most glory through my injury my junior season. And whatever could have happened if I kept playing, that would not have given God the most glory. The most glory that God was able to get was through my injury. So I saw that also that it worked together for my good. It really developed my faith, and me and the Lord grew closer through that instance. So it was a huge turning point in my life. I wouldn't change it for anything. And at the end of my life, if I can say that every single day I woke up and I sought to please Jesus Christ, not anyone else on this earth, or any worldly opinion, then I can be satisfied with my life, because the drinking, the football, the girls, whatever it is, all those things, you can find fulfillment worldly. That's what you think you can. Those are the lies that are fed to you. But the only thing that will eternally satisfy you and eternally give you perspective, quite honestly, is Jesus Christ and the Word of Christ. And through my personal relationship with Jesus Christ, my life has been changed. And I want to encourage you to seek a relationship with Jesus Christ. He wants you. He wants to know you. He wants to grow with you. And He has a plan for your life.